Hi, Truth Seekers. Dennis Nappy II with Sixth Sense Media. This week on the Seeker podcast, I looked at the recently leaked UFO documents. These documents detail the notes, they are the notes, from government scientist Eric Davis, and he's talking about his conversations with Admiral Wilson, the former Deputy Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. Now, if true, these documents lend strong credibility to Colonel Philip J. Corso's book, The Day After Roswell, and the Roswell Crash. Philip Corso wrote a book talking about his involvement with working for the Pentagon, where he took debris from the Roswell crash and outsourced it to private companies to back engineer what some are calling extraterrestrial technology. This book was published in 1997. The Roswell crash happened in 1947. In addition, if these conversations hold true, they also lend credibility to the possibility that Dr. Stephen Greer, the man behind the unacknowledged film you can find on Netflix and the Serious Disclosure Project, that he is in fact telling the truth, and there is a secret organization operating within and outside of the government that has back-engineered UFO craft and has their own fleet, what Dr. Greer refers to as the Secret Space Program. In addition, the document talks about the alien autopsy video that was released back in the 90s and says, in fact, that may be a real video, and that was a real being that they were dissecting. It was heavily debunked and criticized when it came out. So it's a fascinating discussion and conversation to read through those documents. I go through it and I give you my full analysis on that on this week's episode of the Seeker Podcast. Again, you can find that at wrong side. Here, sixthsensemedia.net. Click on the Seeker Podcast tab. The link's right there. You'll see it. I'll give you a graphic right here, something to look at. In addition, we're looking at some AI stuff, some fascinating things. The future is changing. There's a story that I covered, an article about Carnival Cruise Lines, how they're integrating artificial intelligence and geolocating and this whole other slew of things. Everything is basically contained in this quarter-size medallion that passengers wear on their ship. It allows you to open the doors, it tracks your location, allows you to find one another. You can pay for your drinks and your meals. It's a massive, massive metadata collection system that they have going there. Why did I share that on the podcast? Because that's a precursor of what is on its way for our society. Right now, through things like our phone, the data collection is increasing and the use of that is increasing. And it's a nice segue into what we're looking at with the rollout of the cryptocurrency, the change in finances, as I talked about with our cryptocurrency platform on the crypto viewing team as well. So look for that. Again, more AI developments. I've got some great stories in there in the news that I'm talking about. In addition to that, if you've been tracking that and following that on the Seeker Podcast. So you can find that, again, there'll be a link down below, but you can find that at sixthsensemedia.net. I'm Dennis Nappy II with Sixth Sense Media and the Seeker Podcast. Remember to never stop questioning, keep an open mind, and let your intuition be your guide.